The new iPhone 17 Pro might just be the most confusing mix of perfection and imperfection we've seen from Apple in years. It looks flawless until you hold it under the light. That's when you notice those tiny marks people are calling Scratchgate. Some say it's just smudging from display stands, others swear it's real scratches. So what's actually going on here? Let's dig into it, because Apple has officially responded, and the story behind it is a lot more interesting than you think. Welcome back, viewers. James here! If you're enjoying these deep dives, make sure to drop a like, share this with your tech-loving friends, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Now, Apple's latest iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max are built with a new unibody aluminum frame, and this shift from titanium has sparked a wave of reports online. People are posting photos showing faint lines, light scuffs, and even marks around the MagSafe area. And just when everyone started panicking, Apple stepped in with a surprising explanation. According to the company, those marks aren't actually scratches. They're just material transfer from worn-out MagSafe stands used in Apple stores. In other words, the phone wasn't being damaged at all. The aluminum wasn't scratched, it was just picking up residue. Sounds like an easy fix, right? Well, not entirely. Because users have shown something that Apple didn't address: actual micro scratches and scuffs appearing after just a few days of real-world use. That's where things get interesting. The new aluminum finish is beautiful, sleek, matte, and incredibly lightweight, but it's also slightly more sensitive than the titanium from last year. The color coding, especially on the camera plateau, seems to mark up faster when rubbed against certain materials. Even light contact with keys or coins can leave faint traces that you'll only see under direct light. Here's the crazy part. Despite that cosmetic fragility, the phone's overall durability is surprisingly solid. Drop tests and hammer hits show that it can take serious impacts without shattering. So while it may look delicate on the outside, it's still one of the most structurally sound iPhones ever built. It's like a supercar, beautiful paint, easy to scuff, but incredibly strong under the hood. And while everyone's focused on scratches, there's something else happening quietly behind the scenes: iOS 26. The software that shipped with the iPhone 17 lineup had some early hiccups, from overheating to AI model issues. Apple quickly released iOS 26 exclusively for the new iPhones, and now they're preparing a follow-up update, iOS 26.0.1. That update, which carries the build number 233A355, is already being tested internally, and it's meant to fix two big issues: AI downloads failing on iPhone 17 devices and camera distortion bugs on the iPhone Air and Pro models. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why hasn't that update dropped yet? Well, Apple's strategy this year has been a bit different. By re-releasing iOS 26 on the same day as the iPhone 17's launch, they basically merged two release cycles. That means the 26.1 update was slightly delayed to catch additional fixes like battery drain, thermal problems, and some odd freezing bugs that users reported on launch weekend. But the good news: that update is just around the corner, possibly early next week. As for Scratchgate, Apple has already begun replacing the old MagSafe displays in its stores to avoid those residue marks. But here's the real takeaway: while the new aluminum finish might not be as scratch-resistant as titanium, it gives Apple more flexibility in color, texture, and weight. And honestly, it feels premium in a way that's hard to describe until you hold it yourself. I've been using the silver and copper orange iPhone 17 Pro for a couple of weeks now, and here's my honest take. Yes, you might notice a few micro marks under certain lighting if you go caseless, but it's nowhere near as bad as the internet makes it sound. Most of the viral photos show exaggerated reflections or residue that wipes off instantly. For daily use, especially with a light case or skin, you'll barely notice anything. So before you panic about scratches, maybe just take a breath. Your phone's fine. And for those of you still waiting on the iOS 26.1 update, it's coming soon, and it should clean up a lot of the early bugs. Let me know your experience below. Are you seeing real scratches or just marks that wipe away? I'm genuinely curious to see how many people are noticing the same thing. Thanks for watching till the end, and as always, stay tuned. There's a lot more to uncover about these new iPhones very soon. See you in the next one!